channel, friends. I missed y'all so much, and I knew that I was going to be a little while before I post another video, and I caught myself because I was thinking about my friend Olivia up here that be coming to tell me, friend, I can't wait that long for a phone call, and I get it. So this boo is for you, Olivia. 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 Yeah, y'all know that TV show. Y'all remember that cartoon used to come on? Olivia, and it was Peppa Pig. I don't know which one came first, Olivia or Peppa Pig, but it was kind of the same. Peppa Pig ain't played it, but Olivia, she had more coof. You know what I'm saying? She was very mindful. No, I ain't gonna say it, friends. I know y'all thought I was gonna say it. Anyway, Graham Squad, y'all know we're gonna shout out our friends that commented on our last video. That's just like, we got to give them their spotlight and they shine because, yeah, without y'all. Okay, so thank you all so much for coming on my video. I love y'all so much. Let's get into the video. Today's video is going to be about shadow people. Now, I got my tea. I actually pulled this, but then my lighting won't right, the sound won't right. It was just all told, and I said absolutely not. I'm giving my friends top tier. Top tier. This is the tea that I'm drinking. I'm about to say drinking. Calm down. Calm down, Mo. This is the tea that I'm drinking, and I use my little tea kettle that I got from Amazon. And this, I actually, I don't remember where I got it from, but if I find it, I will link it in the video. This is vanilla, creamy vanilla Camaro. It's no caffeine, baby. If y'all know me, y'all know I don't do caffeine unless I'm drinking it in my soda pop. But I'm gonna give it a try because that's what I love. And yes, I leave my tea bag in because I like it strong, and I really don't use honey. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't, but I do like it strong. So let's give it a try. Friends, when I tell y'all, oh, it hits you afterwards too. One more sip. Hold on. That tastes like vanilla ice cream. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. Vanilla ice cream. Hold on, let me put it up so y'all can screenshot it. Y'all got it? Okay. You don't even need no, you don't need no honey or nothing, Lord. Let me set this to the side. So, what if I told y'all I had proof that otherworldly or interdimensional beings existed? Now, this is going to be based off my proof. Not nothing I went and Googled and found online. Based off of me. What if I told y'all, would y'all believe me? I knew y'all was going to say that. I knew y'all was going to say that. So, I was going to put a picture up anyway. If y'all want to see the picture of something I caught on camera. Probably about 14 years ago. Yeah, it's about 13, 14 years ago. If y'all was on my TikTok, y'all probably heard the story, but I'm just going to incorporate it to this story time. However, I want to get on the topic of shadow people because that is a very interesting topic. A lot of people be scared to touch it. They do touch it. They touch it with a 10-foot pole. I don't know what it is, but it's a thing that a lot of people experience, okay? And there are multiple types of shadow people, shadow beings, or entities, or those type things. So let's talk about it here in this video. I'm just going to tell y'all this. Just for the purpose of this video, it is for educational purposes, and everything that I say here is alleged, but some things you can Google and find out on your own. I'm not saying they are true. I'm not saying they're false. I'm just telling you what I have found while I was minding my business, being nosy, friends, because that's what we do. That's what we do. Most of the time, right away, immediately, as soon as you hear about shadow people, you really think about people having sleep paralysis. Now, I don't know if y'all want to have sleep paralysis, but friend, I'm going to tell you right now, sleep paralysis, it ain't no joke, okay? No joke at all. When I tell you it's not a joke, it's not a joke. It's scary at times, okay? And for people who never experienced sleep paralysis, just imagine sleeping peacefully and being happy. And all of a sudden, you feel like you're falling through the mattress, through the floor, through the ground, through dimensions, through time. It just seems like you're in a deep float. If you've ever floated in a pool or in the ocean or wherever you like to float, you know, if you're a swimmer, imagine it being a deep float where you're like almost in a trance, but you're awake, but you sleep at the same time. You get that, friends? It's almost like you're fully aware of what's going on around you, but you can't move, and you're in a deep float. That's what it feels like. And if you relax, most times people just come right out of it. But it's hard to relax because you become afraid because you can't move. And sometimes for people, the dream is still happening. But in that state, folks tend to get scared, and that's where the shadow people come in. Now, some people look at the shadow people as like a jinn or a demon from another dimension. You begin to feel afraid, like a type of fear that is literally paralyzing. Nothing you can do about it. You are just scared beyond any reproach. Like I can't even explain the type of fear that you feel when you fall into sleep paralysis. And typically it's like these entities start to crowd around you. And normally people say that they can see them from their peripheral, right? From their side view, they can see them. Sometimes people see them head on, straight on. But it's almost like they're scattering around, like little noises, little feet moving around. And you see it's the outline. Some people see a humanoid figure. Some people see like the little things that Pac-Man eat. They see that figure. Some people see tall shadows. Some people see all different kinds. But whatever it is attracted to that fear, that low vibrational thing that brings them to you. Now, for some spiritual people, they may say that this is on the astral plane, that you attract these entities, and it could be very dangerous because they're attracted to that and you cannot return, right? If you get too afraid or if you stay in it too long. And when you get afraid, more of them come. And sometimes it even sounds like a low humming noise, almost like it's gonna burst your eardrums, like a train on a train track or something, just coming through really, really, really loud, but also not like outwardly. It's not coming from outside. It's coming from like inside of your ears. So those are the things that people say they experience when they see those shadow people. Is when you try to do things that are high vibrational, like say something like I love you, or think a happy thought, it'll disappear. And that low humming, loud, just negative, dark sound will go away, and you'll start to hear like a high-pitched ringing sound. Shadow people sometimes are said to have red eyes, and some people say that they have no eyes. Some people say that it's just a shape of just darkness, emptiness, blackness, just complete darkness. And all of that seems to a person who would be a skeptic or cynical and don't believe in things like that to sound like some type of fairy tale or some type of hocus pocus or whatever they want to call it. But the truth is, in my opinion, there are other dimensions and other planes that are right here where we are. We just can't see them. In some cultures, they call the shadow people the old hag. Now, for those of us who in the country, we know about the old hag. It's the old hag that's dark like a shadow, but looks what one would consider to be a witch. And she rides your chest. And when I say rides your chest, I mean makes it difficult for people to breathe when they fall into what one would consider sleep paralysis or maybe a nightmare. But sister girl gets on your chest and sits there so you can't move. And some people have claimed to have seen her. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this right now. You keep telling me stuff ain't true and everybody around the world keeps saying the same things, and these folks don't know each other. And these encounters have been documented long before the internet was a thing. Long before the internet was a thing. Go out there and look and search. Pull these articles. Pull these documentaries and things that people have studied and psychosis and all of that. And watch how everybody say the same thing. Now, everybody ain't lying. Y'all know that's how I feel. Everybody's not lying now. In some studies, it shows that shadow people have been associated with hallucinations related to like schizophrenia or dementia. I feel like you can't just keep brushing people off and just saying that, oh, you need some medication because something in your brain isn't wired correctly or something is off. I think that sometimes people have a gift and they don't know how to work with that gift because they're told that they have a mental disability or mental issue or something of that nature. And these things can be powerful. Maybe also that person could be being possessed or taken over by interdimensional beings. Nobody ever thinks of that. They just medicate people and keep it going. Shadow people aren't always considered to be something that's scary to people. Sometimes people have described them as being their childhood friends, meaning imaginary friends that people have had. They describe them as shadow people. Not talking to them, not telling them to do anything wrong, but just kind of always there somewhere as like the background character, as you are the main character in your life. Small children have also reported seeing shadow people, and people think that that's because they are closer to the other side, that the veil is thin for them. They're innocent and they can see things. As for me, do I believe that shadow people exist? I believe that they exist in parallel planes, like not here within our realm, but you can bring them into existence through fear, is my thoughts. So let's get on to the other type of shadow person that people report to have seen all around the world. Now, I've never encountered this person at all or this being at all, but other people seem to have seen the same thing, which is called the Hat Man. It's a shadow person, but it has a tall, like, top hat on. It's a tall figure. Now, some people reported seeing this earlier in their life and just thinking that they had sleep paralysis, watched something on TV, or something didn't agree with their stomach, too exhausted and felt like they needed to get some rest. And they saw what they would consider like this male or masculine being with a top hat on. Only to find out later on in life when the internet started popping that other people had that same vision, saw that same exact thing. Now, how could people all around the world see the same thing unless this thing that they're seeing is something that actually exists in another dimension? I don't know what to make of all of this. Could we just be tired, not getting enough sleep? Could it be something that we ate? Could it be that we don't have enough serotonin or melatonin or zacodone? I don't know what it is. Could it be? Could it be that we are just making these things up in our mind and somehow, some way, we've seen it on TV and just dreamt about it? Or could it be that there is another dimension out there that we cross in between from sleep to wake, or sometimes while we're awake, where we notice these beings and these entities, and those particular things vibrate and are attracted to fear and negativity? And of course, if we see something otherworldly that don't look like nothing we done seen here, it gonna scare you. It's gonna scare you every time. Most people will get scared, and that only brings those things closer to you. So let me stick in the picture that I caught back in like 2011 or 2012, something like that. Maybe about 2010, 2011. Anyway, so real quick backstory. I was hanging out with a friend and we're out and about. Afterwards, when I went home, I had these eyelashes on. Now, y'all know back in the day, you used to be able to go to the nail salon and get your eyelashes done, and they would glue those things tight together, okay? And it was sticking in the corner of my eye so bad. And slow me decided, instead of going in the mirror and looking to see what it is, I was sitting down at my desktop computer, because it's how long ago it was, and I had this phone. The phone was like it was like a BlackBerry. It was a silver phone, BlackBerry type phone. It had a camera up there. So I decided to just do like this, hit the button, and take the picture of my eye. Looked at the picture to see what is it that's sticking in my eye. Is it the eyelash? Should I just twist it off? And when I looked, I see something in the background of the picture. Now, woo, 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 woo. As soon as I saw it, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not giving it no energy. I looked at it, I saw it, I placed the phone down, got up, and walked to my bedroom and went to sleep. Now, the next day when I got up, I went back to the phone to check it to see what was it that I saw yesterday, because I know I ain't crazy. I might have had a drink or two or three or four, but I know I ain't crazy at that time. Look back at the picture, and sure enough, the image was still there. Now, I didn't feel anything negative. I didn't see anything negative. I didn't feel any type of way. None of that. Sorry, guys. I had a little message pop up on my phone. I didn't, any of that, none of that happened. I didn't feel anything at all. So I looked at the picture, I tried to debunk it. I went around my living room at the time, which I had just moved into that apartment, so I didn't even have all of my furniture in there. I mean, I didn't have any chairs. All I had was like the crown molding that goes around the wall. That's probably about waist high. So I kept trying to say, well, maybe it's just a funny angle of the crown molding, but it was not. I didn't have any dolls in my house. I didn't have any type of puppets or anything that looked like this picture. So y'all see the picture? Don't come DMing me talking about that's the y'all monster. I don't want to hear it, because it ain't bothered me and I ain't bothered it. I just think that I snapped the picture right when it was flying by and was like, whoop, and I caught it. You know what I'm saying, friends? Don't give it no energy. Don't give it no space. Don't give it no time. But I said I was going to share it with y'all on my TikTok. So a promise is a promise. Okay? There you go. What I think is that we should live each day as it is our last day, and that doesn't mean to go out and act crazy and do all of the above. But what it does mean is that you should find somebody to love and give to and be forgiving and be peaceful and be kind, as if it were your last day. Because typically, genuinely, when somebody's on their bed and it's their last day, the last thing they want to do is hate somebody. Typically, that's where people make confessions. I don't know, just my opinion. I wouldn't worry too much about things I can't control or change, but one thing you can control and change is you. Just my thought, friends. Anyway, friends, y'all gonna have to tell me what y'all think about this story time today. Do you believe shadow people are real? Have you had any experiences with shadow people? Drop down in the comments and let me know, because I'm ready to get down there with y'all and converse. Oh, I almost messed up and said conversate. Ready to get down there with y'all and converse about this thing and really find out if I'm the only one that have seen things, or if I'm the only one that have experienced things, or, you know, people that try to debunk and tell you lying. But I ain't gotta lie to y'all. It's enough really good stories on the internet that I ain't gotta make nothing up for y'all, because we friends over here, and that's what we do. We share back and forth. I know y'all ain't gonna tell nobody my business. I know y'all not. All right, friends, well, I really hope I ain't get y'all up in too much of a tizzy, and until next time, I'm gonna call y'all back later on. Bye.